Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning to everybody out there. As ICW is out there, it's time. 3 rounds. I can't do it. We don't want to get sued for that. Second to final race of the season. The chase is still on. Qualifying underway. Winston Throwback Series Gen 6 cars on tap for tonight, as they are ready to rock and roll. I tell you what, this has been a heck of a season. It's been a heck of a race schedule, and it's coming down to the end. And points pretty much, they're pretty close. Now, 2 races left. It's pretty much going to be where it's at. I hope you're all having a wonderful evening. It is Jason here in Signature Esports, and of course, a pleasure to have you live and in charge for a lot of extraneous extra goodness and goody times, and the things that we call iRacing, the platform for sim racing. If you haven't done so, make sure that you get out there and you hit the like, follow, subscribe button. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, and X. We're at Real Sig Esports on X and Signature Esports everywhere else. And we appreciate it. We appreciate everybody being out there. It's literally the coolest thing to be able to do this as I wouldn't just say as a hobby, but as a it kind of the third living. I don't know. Things are expensive, so we got to do it. All right, Chicagoland and the JB's Paint Shop starting grid is going to be looking as such here. Second to last race of the chase, Jesse Bunnell is going to be your pole sitter. James Morgan, your outside pole sitter. Abby and Cossie are going to make up row number 2. Wolfenbarger and Dillingham are going to be the row number 3. Tom Gom back out there with Jason Miz to his outside row number 4. Joshua Brock, AJ Stevens, row number 5. Row 6 will be Carter Nelson and Jeff Pless. Row 7 is going to be Mike McKaylee, Tyler Nichols. Row 8 will be the Anthony McPherson. Zachary King will restart outside there. Robin Stevens and J.D. McKaylee are going to be their row number 9. Coulter Jr. has Dustin Haynes, their row number 10. And Michael Brock back into the mix. Good to see little Mikey out there. Amanda, the Hot Tubs, the Bunnell, the Marquis. How you doing, dear? Much love to you. I appreciate you. We're going to be doing another one of those fancy Nancy races that we did not too long ago. So make sure if you folks are sticking around, you're going to be able to see it. Here's your championship standings here. Overall, Wolfenbarger has a 1-point lead over Bunnell. Joseph Cossie has a 3-point lead, or 3-point deficit to Jesse Bunnell. 4 points to the lead. Needs 5 position points. The spiciness is not in today's race, but I'm going to tell you what, we're all Team Holland today. Mrs. Spicy donated a kidney this past week. Actually, just a couple days ago, yesterday. It was yesterday. And she donated to a young child who needed that kidney. She is recovering. It's going to take some time for her to recover. But the child is recovering as well. It takes roughly 72 hours to make sure that kidney holds. But the young child is able to urinate, which is the biggest sign that you're going to see. So absolutely fantastic to see that process. And I'm going to tell you what, Mrs. Spicy is a hero to all of us. And much love to you and the fam out there, Spicy, and to the Mrs. Spicy. I look forward to the days that I can come over and give you both big, giant hugs. If you're out there watching, root your driver's on. How about it? Kevin Savoy, 5th in the point standings, able to get back-to-back wins. We're going to see what Savoy holds on. I think Kevin is not in today's race, so this battle going to be between these top 3 right now. Abby, McKaylee, Daly, Jeff Pless, Anthony Crownover. You see where it is. There's a lot of points separating a few drivers, but there are close battles throughout this series. Good to see Lee Morgan back out there as well. James Morgan's going to be there. It's just this season's been incredible. It's been great to be able to be a part of it, and we thank everybody. She is an absolute angel, absolutely. So thoughts and prayers to the Spicy family. Thoughts and prayers to everybody out there as well. Make sure that you keep tuning in and being a part of the community. We love it. We appreciate it. How about it? Full send. Green flag, 116 laps, 3 sets of tires. Track temperatures there. Let's go, Budgie Bird. Not all heroes wear capes. You are not wrong, baby. All right. Posse to the outside. Here comes Abby. Josh in the 24. I saw James Morgan. He dropped to the back. So we'll see what Morgan can do here. As the 71 will start from the tail of the field. Chicagoland, one of my all-time favorite tracks on this racetrack because of that right there. 2 and 3 wide. Here comes Wolfenbarger to the front, Bunnell to the bottom side. Gen 6 cars are memorable for that reason. And that reason right there. Top 10 will be highlighted for you. The rest of them will cycle through it. I made some changes to the SDK gaming platform to make it look the best, kind of where I wanted it to be. I wanted it to look nice and smooth and calm, and that's where we're at right now. Robin Stevens bringing up the tail of the field. Robin's going to be taking her time. Again, these drivers really putting in the energy, and it's good to see Robin out there putting some effort in as well. Michael Brock up 3, Morgan off 17. Again, started outside pole, working forward. Carter Nelson, fastest lap of the race. Is going to be free off the back straightaway. This is a D-shaped oval, but it has curves everywhere. 3 into the wall back here. Hold on to it. Coulter Jr. up into the wall here. Got a right front down. He is just not having the best luck over the last couple of days. Able to hold on to it off corner exit. That outside lane does work. We'll keep track of what's going on. Let's go, Coulter, says Michael's mom. I don't see a fast repair on the books for any one of the drivers. Not seen the 29.9s yet that we would normally see. Here's your dashboard. 184, Abby in control of that second lane. Fuel strategy makes the cars a little bit lighter. Wolfenbarger's going to be in third here. 29.91 fastest lap. There is that 29.9 that we're used to seeing. Drivers will get up to about 190 into the corner. That's normally the pace and the speed that we see. Able to carry him a lot of speed onto the bottom side of this racetrack. But really not really having to lift all that much. Race information for today's race. There it is. 116 laps, no fast repair. 75% fuel. The 1.53 mile length track is 73 degrees on the air. This one is out of Chicagoland, Joliet, Illinois. 72 degrees on the weather. 39% humidity, clear skies, 8-mile-an-hour wind. Lots of engine here for everybody. McPherson here. Coulter Jr. coming up pit road. He's going to get that right side worked on. We'll see if he can salvage some of the time. We're going to see what the 17 and 24 can do here. Wolfenbarger is going to be in third. Leader of the Best of the Rest championship that they have going on here, similar to what we see on Tuesday nights with the Chop Shop Racing Series. Right now belongs to Joshua Brock. There's a couple of point lead over second place Coulter Jr. Make sure that we got to make sure we've got everything switched up. Here's edit my stream info. Because, Twitch says I'm just chatting, which I kind of just am. But it is iRacing. We want to make sure we give credit to iRacing for being absolutely awesome. We went and updated that information. So thank you to everybody out there. As for the rest, goes to Josh Brock, Coulter Jr., AJ Stevens, second on those points. But 90-point difference between he and Joshua Brock. So he's third. Working on trying to close in that pace. Speaking of AJ Stevens, he is one of our driver cams. Thank you to everybody out there who runs our Beef Jerky Unlimited driver cams. There's the AJ-ness, the 31, currently sitting third here, right behind Tom Gom. Here is, you're on board. Diesel out there, so boys and girls. Abby out front, Bunnell side by side up front there. There's a good battle going on here for a lot of the drivers, but I wanted to make sure that we do highlight some drivers. There's Brock. That's your shirt. I like it. You're talking about AJ shirt or the I don't like morning people shirt for Brock right there. I like that shirt too. Brock to the outside. And then how about him? Eric Dillingham running fourth. He is somewhere in the great state of Texas. Took the passenger seat out of his semi and said, this is where a good sim rig sits. Able to hold on to it. Gotta like the aesthetics. Little free there for the 22, but Eric Dillingham. I mean, what better way? Oh, caution comes out here. The first time. We'll go back and see what happened. J.D. McKaylee having an issue. This is the 11 into the wall, down into the 12. Oh, no. He said, watch me whip. Able to hold on to it. Great save for him. Man, oh, man. All right. Gonna give a chance for Coulter Jr. He is not going to get one of those laps back just yet. We'll make that happen. Thank you to everybody out there for being the best in the biz. Mr. Van Ness, thank you for the like, sir. Much love to you. I always know when you like me because my phone pops up and it says one of my top fans. It's out there. Does it? If you want to be a top fan of Signature Esports, there, folks, make sure that you interact with us on Facebook and be a part of that as well. Make sure you can follow us on TikTok. So tomorrow I am going to do a TikTok stream, and it is going to be probably some iRacing, but I am going to be doing a TikTok stream tomorrow so that way we can get back. I have to do a certain amount of numbers on TikTok. Whoa, baby! They go, yeah. What do you say? Welcome back, Mr. Spicy. We were just talking about you. Thank you for the 15 months, sir, out there on the old Twitcheroonie. Much love to you, my friend. How's the missus feeling? How's the young buck? How's that young child doing as well? Diesel, don't break it. No. Okay. So, and I prefaced that yesterday. I'm gonna preface it today. So it's been happening at the tail end of the stream when we go to do driver interviews. When the stream ends is when it's happened. It's happened 5 times, back to back. So if it happens tonight, driver interviews will be next week. We get into everything, and we'll make sure that we keep everybody checked out. Folks, new sponsor for Signature Esports is here right there. Premier Racing Setups is on board with Signature. There is a link that's going to pop up in chat because I have this thing that's really cool that allows the voice to do it. Go check out that link. Get yourself a setup today. No matter what you drive, they have it. They have all kinds of options for you as well. Whether it's dirt, asphalt, you need a custom setup for your league. Whatever you need, go check them out and appreciate Premier Racing Setups. Your contributions there directly support Signature Esports, just so you know. She is doing good, has some walking around slowly, but recovering nicely. Very good. Very good. I'm glad to hear it, Spicy. I'm glad to hear it. Really am. We were just talking about you at the beginning of the stream and you're the fam and how much of, as Jess said it, not all heroes wear capes, and your wife is an absolute, Amanda said it best there, is an absolute angel. So make sure that you share the love from all of us over here directly to the missus, and tell her that we thank her for being such an awesome human being. And you're lucky. You're lucky to have such a good woman. Congratulations as well. Joe, what's going on, brother? What do you say? MTI Graphics on Trading Paints. JB's Paint Shop, of course, on board as well. If you need a throwback paint scheme, I recommend either one of those two. You can find MTI Graphics by searching for Michael Coulter Jr. on Trading Paints, or you can find JB's Paint Shop by searching Joshua Brock on Trading Paints as well. Reach out to them on Trading Paints or find one of the iconic paint schemes that they've come up with. They are legendary, so make sure that you tune in and check them out. McPherson back to pit road. Some of the drivers, Anthony McPherson in the 21 back here. When did he have an issue? Oh no, right here. He had to stop there and jump to pit road. Hold on, let me back up here. Mac had an issue, and I want to see where it stems from. Oh, he was stuck in the wall. But he also was trying to come to pit road. I wonder if did Mac have Mac had some issues there. I'm not quite sure. All right, Tom Gobbs, your race leader. She's listening, sir. God called her for this, and it's been absolutely. I agree. Absolutely agree. All right, pitter patter. Let's get at her. Let's go do it. Green flag. Spicy's legs on the mend as well. Well, you guys have just spent too much time at the hospital as of late. Gom to lead. Some drivers came in and took fuel. Some drivers may have came in and took the extra set of tires they may need. If it runs green, they're pretty much going to be set with the tires they have. Some drivers may take the tires a little earlier. Gom to the outside, 17 of Bunnell. Trying to get her to the lead here. Hold on to it. These drivers are full set. There they are. This is a very, very draft-specific racetrack. That air will move those cars around. You see the 24 and the 18 getting all choked up back here. Abby went to go 3 wide. 18 was still there. 18 is going to be clear to the bottom side. 24 all the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. 7's going to be there as well. Takes the line away. 24 free. You saw that that very bottom side of the racetrack right there will free you up. You run too hard on that flat. You try to turn on that flat. It wants to push your tires. It'll heat those tires up quick, fast with a hurry. It's exactly what happened to the 24 there. And now the 18 try to move forward. Morgan to the outside as well. 3 wide here for the 71. 24 to the 22. 18 to the bottom side. 3 wide on the front straightaway. 20 of 116. 71 able to clear. James Morgan on the outside. Nose cam on board. The 71. 7 of Jason Miz there with the Sealy Incorporated. 17 drops back. 40 rolling. A lot of drivers getting kind of towed up here. See Tom Gom delivering early on. 20 of 116. Combination time, says the ICW Gaming. Whoa, 22 of Eric Dillingham. Dillingham able to get on the grass. He's good to go. He's going to get back up in the pace. He was running inside the top 5 and then just get freed up and woed up, and they're wrecking. Caution's going to come out here. 31 of AJ Stevens involved. So a break for the 22. It's going to be able to catch back up. Here's what happened here. Whoa! The 3 of Coulter Jr. was back on the race pace here. He was just a little bit slow. Went to go to the high side. There's the 5 of Tom Gom here. Oop. The race line unpredictable. Coulter involved in that one. I think he was trying to run up to the outside here. Got to look at that. Now Tom was right here on board. Going to catch him with a ton of speed. Want to go to get to the inside. Just caught up to him. That was a bad set of circumstances all at once. Joseph Costy's going to be your race leader. Carter Nelson's going to be in third. Mike McKaylee in fourth. Robin Stevens will be in fifth. Ooh, the 24. Abby jumping to pit road. Something happened to Josh here. We'll have to tow. Give a little displeasure for the 3 car here. Don't retaliate, folks. This isn't NASCAR. You can lose your service. We don't want to see you guys do that. Show your displeasure, but you can show your displeasure by doing the protest in the league afterwards. Folks, here's the thing. Regardless of the league, regardless of the drivers, if I like or dislike or any of that sort, I am bound by the iRacing handbook. Okay, I am bound by the sporting code. That's what I'm bound by. That's as far as calling races and things of that sort. That's what I'm bound by. Do I think that was a bad set of circumstances? Absolutely. Do I think the 3 could have given the preferred line? Absolutely. But at the end of the day, you know, that's up for the league to determine. And in that situation, the 5 caught up to him so fast in turn 1 that and he had drivers behind him. So when it comes down to it, the move is the move. You know what I mean? Barbara, thank you for the like. Much love to you. Again, the sporting. I'm bound by that, folks. That's what I'm bound by. I know that if I said how I felt about every situation, I wouldn't be doing this. I would just be another content creator. Coulter, what happened? I was going to go back and see what happened to Coulter earlier because he was wrapped up into that first incident. It was lap 3. Coulter will get back on the lead lap here. Coulter was there to the outside. There's Jeff Pless. 93 got up into him into the wall there. And broke his right front. So that's what happened on lap 3. Unfortunate for him. And it sets up where we're at today. Right here. Those are the things, folks. Those are the things. All right. 18, 11, 88, 2, 722. Dillingham able to get himself back into the mix. Tires are going to be cooled down for some drivers. Some drivers decided to come in, take a little bit of fuel. Some drivers may have tried to change some things. Might have, maybe. All right. 18, 11, 88, 2, 722. Budgie, how are your budgies today? Green flag. Tossie with a good restart. Tom Gahn back here got a little bit of that rear end damage taken care of as well. He was leading at that time. Unable to hold on to the lead. Having a break there, but he got into the back bumper of him. I don't even know who was behind him there. Robin Stevens up 12. J.D. McKaylee up 12. The drivers, you see the sparks flying out of these cars right here. Well, they're into the end of the corners. These things are starting to bottom out. Absolutely incredible to watch, incredible to see. Draft dependent for all of them. Well, free, but he's going to be good. 3P's chilling at the moment. Much love. Dillingham to the bottom. McKaylee stuck, rocking a hard spot. Wolfenbarger. Nichols. He's stuck 3 wide again. JD dropping in. They're rolling. Mike McKaylee. All the way down to side draft to 7. 3 wide again. Here comes the 71 to the outside, to the bottom side. Outside for the 2. Bunnell out front. Carter Nelson in second. 9. Cossey back to third. As we'll see if new tires prevail. The 18 drops to the bottom. Mike McKaylee. On a set. Going to run second lane out of the throttle. 71 of Morgan to the outside. James Morgan. It's around the 18. 3 wide behind him. Wolfenbarger trying to hold on. Tyler Nichols of the 42 has the 40 of Josh Brock to the bottom. Eric Dillingham to the outside. Dillingham still has the high side. High side right here. Carries a ton of speed. The 12 is going to clear here. The 22 will have to get into the braking zone a little bit harder. Drop into that second lane. Pull the draft. Is clear all the way to the bottom. Can he cross over to the 31? He's going to do that. Down to the bottom side of the back straightaway. And technically not even straight. Because, you know. Ooh, Eric. Right front damage for Eric Dillingham here. Eric having an issue. He's got to come to pit lane. Oh, hopefully he's going to break. Morgan, Bunnell, Carter Nelson in third. Dillingham is hitting pit road here. We'll need to back up just a little bit. He's getting that right front worked on. Morgan going to be your race leader. Quarter second over to the 17 of Bunnell. Carter Nelson's going to be in third. Wolfenbarger trying to close in. Two position points here is a big deal. Bunnell needs to have a clean race. Oh, the 11 up into him. Carter Nelson got a little bit too close to the 17 there. This is where saving a little bit of tire is going to go a long way. Bunnell, 32 of 116. Cossey's going to be in fifth. Mike McKaylee up 7. Biggest move of the race. The 60 up 11. Tom Gom went from leading back to 11th. He is off 4 from the start of the race, but don't count him out just yet. Mike McKaylee up 8. It's around Cossey. There's the 40 of Josh Brock. James Morgan out front. 71. Still trying to get one more out of this one. Bunnell to second. Nelson to third. As Wolfenbarger. Again, the position points are going to be the most important portion of this one. This one position point separates Bunnell and Wolfenbarger coming into today's race. A position point for, or a bonus point for leading a lap and a bonus point for leading the most laps. Morgan so far putting in the effort. Bunnell led a few laps. Morgan's led a few laps. It'll be a net positive for any one of these drivers as it would work. Dustin Haynes in the 29. As J.D. McKaylee, Josh back here. Maybe save it a little bit here. Zach King on the bottom side as well. Zachary King. Good little throwback paint scheme from back in the early 2000s. You guys remember when, or you folks out there remember, I don't know if you watched wrestling back in the day. I watched it with my dad a long time ago, back in the early 90s. mid 90s, 2000 era, I guess. Prior to leaving for the Army, simply about at 99. I think it was the last time I ever watched that stuff. And was up to date on it. Now wrestling has become such a big... As a big wrestling fan, you love that WCW NWO paint. Yeah, I remember that from the Ted Turner days, and which was absolutely awesome. I think that's whenever I know it's a big guy soap opera, and that's what I would call it. But super cool. How about the 60 to the bottom? Attitude Era. Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Because that was when, like, The Undertaker, and it's the Stone Cold Steve Austin days. Now I just like his podcast. Monday Night Wars. Yeah. That's what they were called. Wrestling is just a casting call for future. That's right. That's exactly what it is. I mean, look at John Cena and The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. They're both decent actors. I mean, they're no Al Pacino. They're decent. There's the one behind the 17. Hulk Hogan back at Mr. Mom. That's what I remember when Hulk Hogan started Mr. Mom. That was the day. Hey, if they can get their foot in the door, why not? If they can make money and make a living and be happy, that's what matters the most. Right now, James Morgan dropping back here as the tires start to level out for the drivers. The one thing that Bunnell and the one are doing that I'm seeing James Morgan not do is that they are running the natural line. Bunnell, if you watch on the front straightaway, that bottom eats your tires up just as much as running the high side around this racetrack. Chicagoland is one of the racetracks that I favor the most. It's one of the ones that I like teaching people about. You back your corner up, you hook up on the bottom side, and then you try to avoid this part right here for as long as possible. Wolfenbarger's going to have good speed into the draft because once you separate the air of that car, and right now it's 17, run in the air, watch the run off the corner that the one's going to get here. Going to be right there at the back bumper. This is a defensive line draft track. Right now they are catching the 71. Low in 3 and 4, high in 1 and 2 for the 17. James Morgan out front being caught. There's that natural line. That's where you want to see it. You want to be able to hook that bottom side. You want to if you want to shortcut that racetrack, you do it early on. Once you start to settle in, that's Mr. Nanny. That's what it was, not Mr. Mom was the. Who was that? That was oh man, Beetlejuice. What's his name? Batman. Man, Cactus Jack. Mankind was your guy. Yes. You have his book, right, babe? Pace is closing. Turn 1 enters these two. Keaton. Yeah, he was in Mr. Mom. Michael Keaton. Thank you. Sorry. I'm a huge Batman fan, too, and I'm looking at the relative, and I'm like, who is he? I can't remember. Oh, 7. How about this little cluster that's happening right here? Cossey, Michael Brock. They've been side by side for a hot minute. Michael try to pull the air. There's the 42 rolling. And that Funko Pop. Yeah. Right now, the 42 to the back bumper, the 18. 60. It's been stuck on the bottom side here. 18 will clear. 60 is going to get up into the corner. 7 of Miz behind. 24 coming off pit road. There's going to be Abby. James Morgan playing catch up right now to to Robin Stevens. Robin came out on 42, so she's on a green flag pit stop. That's what she's doing. Right now, the 71 trying to catch. How about Bunnell and Wolfenbarger? They are slowly but surely catching James Morgan here. Both drivers came in on 22. Everybody inside the top 5 came in on 22. Cossey came in on 13. So that driver's going to be looking at pit road here very shortly. 75% fuel, put about 38 laps on your cycle here, 38 to 40. You usually get 48 to 50 laps on a mile and a half track of the Gen 6 car. Full fuel cycle, maybe 55, depending on the racetrack. But these drivers there's so much on and off the throttle that you're going to burn up a ton of fuel. Right now, 0.4 of a second in closing. The 17 and the 1 just kind of let Morgan go there. Morgan ran the early stint. And now even Joshua Brock and A.J. Stevens are catching. Cossey dropping here. Tyler Nichols behind. 24 came off pit road. Is going to be able to try to get some of these laps back. Spent 13 and a half minutes on pit road. Abbey running for a championship here. You see the green banner. 18 is as well, but he's just got a green car. Morgan to Bunnell. Bunnell. Crossover for the 1. Dirty air, 1 to the outside. 17 to the bottom, second lane. 1 might try to split them 3 wide here. We'll see. 17 free off corner is going to be there to the side draft's going to be able to push the 1 here. So Wolfenbarger goes around using the 71 as a block, 1 into the wall. Now Bunnell's going to be able to get down to the bottom side of this one, be able to be side by side. He is going to have to utilize a little bit more of the racetrack here. Little wall tap for the 1, able to carry speed, has the preferred line behind the 71 here. That's the drifting at the draft zone. All 3 of these drivers, championship drivers. But that is the way it is. All right. Right now, Morgan able to back up the corners here, able to keep the dirty air on the 1, 17 to the back bumper. A lot of these second and third place cars are getting on the wall here. Morgan, Wolfenbarger, Bunnell, but A.J. Stevens catching as well. A.J. sitting in 4th, got around Joshua Brock. Comes the 24 of Abbey. Morgan leading thus far. Still will need to, these top 3 will think about pit road. Top 5 will think about pit road here. Roughly, I would say somewhere in the 65, 66 mark. Right now we're seeing on Cossey, because of the caution, they're able to run a few laps longer than probably what I would have projected. 18 will have to be one of the first drivers thinking about pit road. Carter Nelson back here in 15th. He came in on 13 as well. Mike McKaylee's working on his green flag pit stops. Got around Robin Stevens. Robin Stevens came in on 42. Robin's lap time, 30:73. A little bit slower than some of the other drivers, but she is leveling off. Last lap time, but they are a lot faster than your race leader, 31:58. Wolfenbarger in second. Wall tap for the 1. Just getting close enough. This is such an awkward. I'm going to go on the nose around these corners of the drivers so they stay high. Here's Garrett Wolfenbarger. into the dirty air. This wall, you would think, is just like perfectly round, but there's so much character on this wall. It bobbles, it waves, it weaves. I tell you what, Garrett is he's staying out of the throttle quite decently here to not just try to drive around the 71. James Morgan, I thought, was going to be passed, but by the way that the one of the 17 caught him, this goes to show the aerodynamics of this car can be defended if you take the line away. Very tough to pass on the bottom side unless you have fresh tires. Makes a big difference. Brock in 5th. To the bottom side. AJ Stevens, Josh Brock. Brock all the way to the bottom side to the grass. That's the slide that you need. That's when you try to push it. Right now, the 31 might be able to dig back in as well. These two drivers losing some pace. 32 seconds flat. Morgan ran a 31.69, able to maintain Chicagoland here. Third lane for the one. The one can close. He would need to carry so much momentum, he would be able to pull the same thing that Brock just pulled. Because right now, these three run 1, 2, 3 right now, and not far off of Jesse Bunnell back here. It's going to be the 24 of Abby. Abby on the fresher tires here. Give it on 23, got the damage replaced. It's going to be 21 laps down. Mike McKaylee and Robin Stevens, first drivers off the lead lap, trying to do something different here. 17 all the way to the bottom side. And I think this is where it wears out. 171, 17 again to the bottom to close the battle. Trying to negate the points. 17 again, it makes it tough. You need some tires. Cossey coming to pit road on 60. So 47 laps. 47 laps less the couple of pace laps they had for caution. 17 to the bottom. 17 to the one. 17 tight. 17 almost cleared. It's going to give the spot. I thought he was going to give the spot back to the one there, but a great job by Wolfenbarger. Not getting into the back bumper of the 17. Saw the 17 was getting tight there. Now here comes the one again. Every position point matters when you have a point separating your championship hopes for Bunnell and Wolfenbarger here. 17 really working the wall here. High line, back of the corner up Bunnell. Blinks. Don't blink. But now having a connection issue, you do not want to see that happen. Woo. $17 back in, connection settles in. Brock's going to be in 4th. AJ Stevens in 5th. Stevens still working the corner. Tyler Nichols in 6th. Pulls Jason Miz along. Tom Gom back up to 8th here. As Michael Brock with him. Michael Brock, the biggest mover of the race, up 12. 17 fighting teammates without you. You're going to have to work hard. I agree. Right now, the 71 here to pull. There's the 24 there as well. And every position counts. 71 drops into the corner. To pull the one alongside him. And the one comes across the nose of the 17. We'll see the same thing happen here. As right now, again, championship standings are everything. I think Bunnell's going to come to pit road. Can he get down to speed? Wiggle. He does. He gets down to speed just barely, but he did. According to my relative of what happened there. So Morgan Wolfenbarger at some point, the one, I think the 71's going to let him by to lead a lap. because that would be a point here. The 71 has done everything he can here to, Wolfenbarger's going to lead coming to pit road. Unless Joshua Brock can take that away. He's going to take that away. So Brock leads that lap. Wolfenbarger does not get that lap led. So A.J. Stevens coming around here as well. There's Tyler Nichols in third. Tom Gomm's going to be in fourth. Zachary King in fifth. Robin Stevens, 8 seconds to Mike McKaylee. Back on the lead lap is Mike. He is behind a couple of drivers here, Bunnell and Cossey. Bunnell coming off pit road. Able to be up to speed. Wolfenbarger and his teammate James Morgan going to be leaving pit road. Bunnell choosing to short pit here. It's going to be up to speed already. Going to be able to make a pass on these two. And it's going to have some speed. It's going to need to not push too hard here, but he needs to make sure that he maintains a good pace. It would cycle. J.D. McKaylee out front. Going to lead a lap or two again. Every position point counts. Every position matters. Jeff Pless in second. These drivers still have yet to come to pit road. McKaylee, Pless, Haynes, your top three. Bunnell, 19.5 back. And Cossey and Wolfenbarger able to hold. Are going to be able to work on this one. We'll see. Cossey came in five. Cossey's in second now. He came in 5 laps prior to Jesse Bunnell and Garrett Wolfenbarger here. That Toyota's doing a great job of cycling his way through the front after having some issues earlier. Wolfenbarger, James Morgan there bringing some energy as well. Morgan behind the one of Wolfenbarger. They get around Cossey. McKaylee coming to pit road. Haynes in on pit road as well. Jeff Pless is your race leader. He's coming to pit road. So Bunnell has a 2-second lead over Wolfenbarger. Jeff Pless does get credit for a lap led here. The 93 will come around. 11 spots gained. Bunnell takes back over the lead. Wolfenbarger and the 71 trying to hold on. Half second of distance here for the 60. Michael Brock spent a little extra time on pit road. I think he had to. Eric Dillingham still working on his racecraft, keeping on 59. Robin Stevens back down pit road here. J.D. McKaylee leaving pit road. So it's Dustin Haynes. 71 of 116. You get all the drivers out there. A lot of drivers leaving pit road. A couple of drivers 2 laps down. Jeff Pless coming off pit road right now, trying to stay on the lead lap. We'll have the freshest tires of everybody out there. Keep it on 69. Giggity. Bunnell's going to have his hands full. He might be saving a little bit here. And we'll have enough pressure. Pressure builds diamonds, right? Wolfenbarger, Morgan, keep it on 65. I'm going to look at the cycle one more time here. 42 laps is the magic number. 42 laps is what Bunnell ran. It's what Wolfenbarger ran. And right now there are 8 of those. And right now we have 43 laps left. Longest stint ran, including pace laps, would have been about 47 laps, and that's from Carter Nelson. Carter Nelson came in on 60. I think that was about the end of that. I know there's a whole bunch of numbers off to the side there, but I promise that's what it says. 47 laps, but they had 3 pace laps in there as well because of the caution that happened prior to lap 22. But now 1.1 second lead. Wolfenbarger's going to be in second. Here's the 60 right behind Michael Brock, a couple of laps down, trying to get himself back out there as well. And trying to make it an even 40 laps to go here. This has been a fast pace. This is kind of a big, what I call this track. It's in similar. Michigan's a 2-mile track, right? The Michigan runs really fast, but has a long lap time. This track runs really fast and has a hard fall off. We're talking about a 2-second fall off, and right now, last lap for Bunnell, a 30-40-70, a 30-47 to the 30-74 from Morgan and Wolfenbarger. Saving fuel is kind of a big deal, but right now, I wouldn't necessarily say that that's going to be an issue. Jeff Pless holds on. This might be a situation where right side tires might come into play, depending on what drivers do. Zach King just ran his fastest lap of the race, 30-49. This time by, trying to get around Eric Dillingham, is going to run a 31-25, so we'll see if the passing zone works out in his favor. Try to catch up to the number 5 of Tom Gom, who's going to be in 3 and 4. Right here to the bottom side, getting around to a few drivers. It's the 2 of Mike McKaylee. It's the driver he is tracking down. He's got Tyler Nichols not too far ahead with AJ Stevens in tow. He's one-handing it. Must be confident. He only got a little left rear damage. That doesn't look like you. Your eyes are too close together. All right, let's not goof around with. We'll leave him alone. There's Josh Brock, who sits in 5th. Kind of a solo thing happening here. There's Joseph Costi coming off pit road. He's going to be able to make it on fuel now. He'd be the first driver to do so. Josh Brock in 5th. But on board knows Kayla. I'll tell you what, fuel's going to be the big thing here. Bam! There's Eric. He's the other hero in our lives there, folks. I know that we give a ton of credit to our men and women of law enforcement, our nurses, our doctors, even our, of course, men and women of service, military men and women of service. Here's the thing. Truck drivers deliver everything to every single one of those. The CDL is the most important license that a human being can own. And I'm going to tell you what. That man right there is an unsung hero of this race as well. Highest 5th. And now sitting in 17th. Had to get some damage repaired, but he's out there still running. We appreciate the W lights in the Peterbilt, yeah. We appreciate all of our truck drivers out there, not just truck drivers, but anybody who's out there that helps make this country work. That's the people we want to be thanking. You've never run this track at all. You don't even own it on iRacing, and that's part of why you sat out. Kind of glad you did. Leg handicap is acting a bad time. And this is a throttle racetrack. You're in and out of the throttle so much that that becomes the big question. Fuel is the biggest concern. 17 caught by the 1. There's Jeff Bless right there with the 71. So right now the Wolfenbarger Bunnell show is on. Championship race coming up next week. Even though I thought it was going to be the week after that because of the holiday week that we have for all of us. It's our work week. That's exactly right, Budgie. 17 to the 1 trying to get to the back bumper. These two were duking it out before, and right now the points are separated by 1. Wolfenbarger to Bunnell. Bunnell has led laps here. Wolfenbarger has not. Trying to negate the position point would need, if Wolfenbarger wins this race, that right there would make next week's race that much more important for Jesse Bunnell. Bunnell needs most laps led. He needs the bonus points. He needs all of it. Lamar is your race controller. Big shout out to AMR Paintworks. Make sure you go follow him on all his social medias as well, on Facebook if you need a race controller. He's one of the best out there. There's a reason why he is there. How about the 12 of J.D. McHaley? He's in 14th, up 4. Took his cycle on 68. Joseph Cossey came in on 77. Cossey is the first driver that I know 100% is good on fuel. And right now, Bunnell and Wolfenbarger are doing themselves some justice. Wolfenbarger to the bottom, trying to get that lap lead. That lap lead's important. Right now, 17 to the outside, 1. Harem's the corner, trying to rock it all the way to the bottom. Eric Dillingham there as well. Side draft for the 17. 17 able to carry. He's going to drop into the bottom. 22 of Eric Dillingham in front of him. A little bit of lap traffic there to help the cause. 11 down to the bottom side as well. That's Carter Nelson. Big head of steam for the 1. 71 coming in as well. Brock coming to pit road. The drivers from the top 5 already pitting. And right now, Carter Nelson. Whoa, baby. The 1 gets to the back bumper of the 11, frees him up. Wolfenbarger wants that lap so bad. 17 all the way to the bottom side, trying to pull the drivers. 71 trying to get there as well. Taking the line away. 12 trying to throw his name into the mix, get himself back on the lead lap here. 12 in front of Jeff Pless. Jeff Pless in 4th. But caution comes out. Tom Gum involved. And there goes that strategy. 3 drivers on the lead lap. Currently, due to pit cycles. And a whole lot of drivers about to have some issues. Tom, oh no. Tom was just trying to get up to speed. Didn't have any damage. Man. Well, tires and fuel? Yep, gonna happen. Jeff Pless is gonna be your lucky dog. J.D. McHaley will get a free pass out of this as well. So Jeff will start the tail end of the field here, which won't be that long because everybody else is going to get a free pass. They're going to have to stay behind Jeff gets the lucky dog. He's going to be able to come to pit road. Carter Nelson came in on 60, 77 for Causey. Brock came in on 87. Bunnell, tires and fuel. Wolfenbarger, tires and fuel. Morgan's going to be there as well. So now it's not really about saving. Now it's about, well, no, there's still enough time. There's enough time here that this race is, just when you think it couldn't get any more awesome. Well, it's going to get awesome. Thank you to the Winston Throwback Series for having me on board here. Thank you to everybody for, just kind of being cool cats you are. Tom Gom brought out the caution. He didn't mean to. I have this old clip. I'll have to find it for this track. I wonder if I still have it on. Hold on. I have it somewhere. I have a Larry Mack clip for Chicagoland. I know that I do. Trying to find it. Bear with me. Oh, where's it at? Because I was just showing it to Jess the other day, actually. Now I can't remember where I put it. I'll have to find it. I'll post it in Discord somewhere. Wave arounds the upkeep round. So we're gonna have 10 drivers on the lead lap. Carter Nelson is the first driver off the lead lap. And so look at that single file. That's a huge single file restart right there. Green flag. Man, oh man. Budgie, let's go. 17-1. Restart goes to Wolfenbarger. Oh, they're getting to the wall. Wolfenbarger into it. Wolfenbarger gets down. Oh, pit crash. Parking lot for all of them. Holy cow. Wolfenbarger's day came to a screeching halt inside the wall on the back straightaway. He got into the wall. Oh, no. 71 has a little dirty air there. 1 on corner, just gets into the wall. Gets down, collects his teammate. The 24, the 11. The 11 would have been your lucky dog. Look at all of that carnage. Abby gets nailed. Man. AJ Stevens involved. Was Tom able to avoid this one? Oh, no. Tom would have been your lucky dog. Michael Brock gets into him. Man. '71 coming to pit road. Bam. Oh. Abby got air sent. There, he got airlifted there. Hold on. Whoop. Oh, JD got into him. You know what? There it is. Not only was that a helicopter word, but that was the U.S. Postal Service checking in on to see if you got your package on time. Man, oh man. Garrett Wolfenbarger jumps to pit road. Going to have some damage on that car. Right front, significant. It's going to break that toe link. That was a big one. That was a huge wreck. Huge wreck. Budgie says, I knew that was coming. I didn't think it was going to happen on lap 1. Or, I'm sorry, on the restart. I didn't think he was going to get that tight off the corner. That was what was crazy. I don't know if he was free. That was what I was going to go check on. So Garrett's on pit road. Hold on, we're going to back up here. I want to hear the tires real quick. Flirt, 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 flirt. Out of the corner. Oh, I mean, he knew he was going to hit it, so he lifted to minimize the damage. Man. Oh, boy. Jeez. Oh, that scared the living Jesus out of me. I thought it was over. Oi, oi, oi. And hold on. The most important one we have to look at is right here. There's J.D. McKaylee. He's stuck. Rocking a hard spot here. He brakes. There he is, right there. Just nowhere to go there. Oy. Fourth caution of the race. Lights are going to be out for the pace car here. Oy vey. Oh, very unfortunate. That was an unfortunate set of circumstances there. Hey, but the 18 got the freshest tires out there. The drivers inside, the top two. Bunnell, 91. Cossey came in on 96. King, Nichols, Stevens, Pless. 6 drivers on the lead lap. Everybody else, well, you know. Carter Nelson still looking for that free pass. Still hasn't gotten it yet. Was involved in that last one as well. How about it? Cossey, Bunnell, green flag. Let's go. Zach King inside the top three has an opportunity. There's Tyler Nichols on the outside. Combined I rating for the 6 drivers on the lead lap. Well, it's just over, I would say about 24,000. The Magic 8 Ball lied to you. I believe it. You should have asked Johnny Carson in that one. 18 to the outside. Bunnell leads on the bottom side. Some wall taps. Toyota Chevy make up the front row. Cossie leads that lap. And right now, the championship hopes for Garrett Wolfenbarger slipping here. Cossie, third in the point standings. Needs a couple of points, so he just got that. He just negated the bonus points. Going to lead this lap here. Tyler Nichols to the outside. Bunnell, if he saves a little bit here, as the tires start to wear 15, 16 laps into this, 14, 15 laps into this, we'll be able to push. Be 15 laps to go this time by. Let's hit the wall. He's good. He's fine. He's in 6th. He's still on the lead lap. He's good. He's good. He's good. Zach King in 5th. There's Tom Gom. He's in 8th. Still looking for a lead lap, for an opportunity here to get back on the lead lap. He's in 8th, 2 laps down. Those are some cautions. How about Tyler Nichols? Jesse Bunnell. $17 to the back bumper, clears the 42. Zach King, fast lap, 29.86. Now it's full send mode. AJ Stevens to the bottom side. 17 to the bottom. Cossie trying to lead here, trying to get that extra incentive. Most laps led will go to Jesse Bunnell so far in today's race. 42 there to sidetrack. 31 nowhere to go. You see it right there on AJ's eyes. They keep leaving that middle lane open. 17 down the side draft. And you just see the 42 get pulled backwards. 31 on the back bumper of the 42. It's going to give him a big shove there. Try to get him clear of the 17. 17, masterful driving tonight. Been able to try to defend. So I tell you what, Garrett and James Morgan, both of those drivers, had a heck of a run happening, and it was going to be a great battle to see what those drivers are going to be able to do. Again, coming to today's race, Joseph Cossie had a 4-point deficit to the lead, 3 points behind Jesse Bunnell, and right now would get 2 points of those back. And it would come down to the final race between those two, as Garrett Wolfenbarger is losing a ton of time right now and a ton of points that he needs. That would make it so that Joseph Cossie and Bunnell would have to have a terrible night, similar to what Wolfenbarger had tonight, to be able to do that. 10 laps to go here for the 17, 18, 42, 31. How about Zach King? Jeff Pless coming to pit road this last time by on 102. Needed something out of that one. Something going on with the car, so he's going to be behind Tom Gom, Carter Nelson. Carter Nelson in 6th. Needs to keep the car clean just in case anything happens. 42 gets tight to the 17, puts him into the wall. Zach King will pass for 3rd. So those extra points that we were talking about, they're gone. Bunnell to 5th. 17 will have to drive like a PO teenager if he wants this one. Wear those tires out. Clears the 31 of AJ Stevens. Zach King to 3rd. Jesse Bunnell will try to drive to the outside. Zach King up on the high side. Big low line exit. Not going to happen. We're going to see him down to the back straightaway. 8 laps to go. Hot tubs and a big cheering section as Cossie can be comfortable here. Bunnell needs to shrink that time. Bunnell, second lane. Pulls the side draft right there from the 9. King. We'll see the 17. Give him a little bit of an extra effort here. 17 back to third. Crossover for the 9. 17 up near the wall. 9 back to the bottom side. Battle for third. Tyler Nichols trying to close back into Cossey here. Bunnell to third. 7 laps to go. Tire starting to be eaten up. Needs to get there if he wants it. Top 5 all within a blanket. Less than a second separating. A.J. Stevens waiting for something to happen. 9 back to the back bumper of the 17. 9 on the bump drive. Trying to get to the bottom left back quarter panel of the 17. 9 will go to the outside up near the wall. 17 to the bottom side. Cossey. Nichols. Bunnell. Championship on the line next Wednesday. 9 to the back quarter panel. 17 into the wall. 9's going to take that. He gets him tight. 17 overdrove the car there into the corner. Zach King there to the inside again. 17 might be able to just make this work. Live to fight another day. As a point on Cossey right now by my math. Just based on the math coming into today's race, and not only that, but also the math when it comes to the bonus points of this series. No one's safe from this race to the next. Four laps to go. Make it 3 this time by Tyler Nichols. Jesse Bunnell back at it again. 17 to get there to the 42. 17 to the bottom side. Will push up to the 42. And there's the bump draft we knew was coming. 3 laps to go to be 2 this time by. 42 gets a big shove from the 17. 17 should be able to come up and pull the side draft away. 42 is going to be back at it again. There's the 9 to the outside. 2 laps to go here at Chicagoland. 17 to the 9. 42 able to clear. It's hard to pass here. Bunnell's going to be stuck in the sucker hole here as the 9 will have the draft on the back straightaway. That's 1 spot lost. Cossey leading. Going to have a significant lead here. Just wants to see a white flag. He'll have it here. White flag way his final lap here at Chicagoland, and this one has had all the drama written all over it. Bunnell needs 1 point. 1 position point. Tyler Nichols as the 9 of Zachary King. 17 trying to cross over. Joseph Cossey's going to win this by 1.5 seconds. But the battle is right here. Zach King, Bunnell. Can they get any more out of it? Not going to happen. Cossey, Tyler Nichols, Zachary King, Jesse Bunnell's going to finish 4th. A.J. Stevens in 5th. As the 42 is going to have some displeasure right here from the 17. Man, oh man. Cossey deserves it. Be able to celebrate here as they will come around. Race results. 18 gets the victory here. Tyler Nichols will finish 2nd. Zach King in 3rd. Bunnell 4th. A.J. Stevens 5th. Carter Nelson, Thomas Gom, Jeff Plest, Mike McKaylee, Eric Dillingham be your top 10. Brock 11th. Ms. Morgan Wolfenbarger. Wolfenbarger's hopes are all but almost shot here unless Jesse Bonnell and Joseph Cossey have a terrible race next week. Top 5 night for you, AJ. Congratulations. What a good race this was. And it brought it. I tell you what, if you wanted a racetrack, this is why I like Chicagoland so much. It's a racetrack that brings it. Absolutely 110% brings it. It's a shame to see all the drivers that were involved, though, because there was a lot of good racing going on there. Man, oh man. All right, I'm not going anywhere because our internet has not shut off yet, so let's go talk to some drivers real quick. Not seeing any disconnection. I don't know what's going on with the internet thing, but, you know. Where's 18? I don't want the internet to shut off, so I'm pulling you up. Joe, tell me about it, man. Congratulations on the victory here. Once you were able to get around, well, first and foremost, 5-lap fresher tires. Great idea to come in. Great idea to find that pit strategy. And it does make a difference. I mean, 5-lap difference on tires at Chicagoland, the biggest mile-and-a-half tire eater that I know. And tonight, it showed up.
Yeah, I had a bad strategy, I think, all in all, when I went through with it. Because I saved the set. I let everybody, I pretty much let everybody go by. I was just trying to save a set. Man, I thought maybe we'd get more cautious than we did. Didn't happen. When I ended up pitting, I pitted, got my first set of tires. I tried to blast as hard as I could. And then, like, right as soon as my pit window opened to get gas, and I had to finish off to get gas, I pitted and got another set of tires. I was going to run it to the end that way. And that caution came out, and I was kind of thinking, I kind of needed to run to the end. But then we got that caution right away. After that, I don't know if you see me, but I don't know how I didn't miss anybody.
We did.
Through them.
We did. We saw how that transpired, and I think even just right there, anybody inside the top 5 being able to get through that was impressive, to say the least.
Yeah, I got through that wreck, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I'm sitting pretty. And then when I got the new tires and lined up beside Jesse, I just knew I had to get a good restart. That's all I had to do. Get a good restart, stay beside him, have the high side line, had the runoff, and then got the run. 42 pushed me by. I got by, and then I just played the lines. I seen who was coming, who was going. I played the 42, make him come back to the 17, draw the 17 back to the 42. I just kept playing the lines, and it worked to perfection.
It was a great run, man. Great run. All right, brother, we'll give you shout-outs here in the hunt. It's going to be you and Jesse Bonnell, mano a mano next week for a championship, because I do believe Wolfenbarger's hopes might have gone up in smoke tonight, barring catastrophe. Anything can happen. I'm going to say anything can happen.
Anything can happen. You never know.
Because clearly tonight, everything did happen.
I thought I was out of it tonight. So, this coming back from this, hey, anything can happen.
All right, brother. Give you shout-outs.
Thanks to the league. Thanks for putting on the show, guys. I mean, got to watch this back. I thought it didn't have a chance. Man, great run by me and a team here. That was great. I just can't say enough.
Tell you what, they're all shouting you out there as well. This is gonna be insane to see what happens in the championship. I tell you what, it's it's a race that I'm not gonna miss.
Rockingham's gonna be a slugfest.
It's man. I forgot it's Rockingham.
The Rock.
Yeah, make sure you all tune in next week. Wolfenbarger could still win. It's just anything.
Never know.
That's such a tough track for a championship race. Oh man. All right, brother. We'll see you next week.
I appreciate it.
That's 18 comes home. Victory lane. 42. Able to sneak out here. Not the biggest mover of the race, but pretty darn close to it. Tyler Nichols comes home and P2. Man, walk me through it. I know that if finding yourself up there when you needed to be up there, is what is kind of what made that. And I talked about the 5-lap fresher tires. I know that it may not seem like much, but a 5-lap fresher tire at a track like Chicagoland, where the groove is gonna, no matter what groove you're running, you're gonna wear the tires out. This one seemed like it was everything that it needed to be able to put yourself in place, especially when you're able to help defend somebody in front of you.
Oh yeah, man. Me and having the fresher tires really helped. Vanell was super fast. I feel really bad for the contact we made putting him into the wall. I know he's racing for the championship and I'm not, but I was trying to do everything I could to at least get a podium, maybe race Causey for that win. But I was like, I know those fresh tires are gonna help, and the fresh tires really helped out with running side by side with Jesse. And it without fresh tires, I wouldn't have lasted running down the hole like that because I could already tell they were hot, and that's where the contact all started. But whew, we dodged a lot of bullets to get our way up there. That's for sure.
There was a lot of speckled debris and, the iRacing sweeper.
That caution on 95, I don't know how I survived on that. That was a miracle alone.
Let's go find out. And it's a good thing you slammed on your brakes when you did. Holy cow.
Oh yeah, when it kicked me sideways, I was like, Miz bumped me a little bit, which I think saved me from bumping into Abby. And I thought for sure as soon as I hit my brakes that I was dead.
Well, you know what? You weren't. That's what's all that matters.
Right.
P2 finished tonight, Tyler. This was a great race. It was an incredible end to watch. And I haven't seen more than half the field taken out of Chicagoland since the officials back in last year.
Yeah, it sucks to see that many people go out, but in all honesty, I ain't even gonna lie. I needed that to be able to get up here on this podium.
We like it. Hey, you know what? I tell people, position points matter, positions matter, and tonight you were able to defend, and I think that's part of it. I know that you and Jesse had contact there, and I watched it, and I was like, oh no, I knew that Jesse was going to try to push a little bit harder to get back there. I know he showed a little displeasure at the end of the race, but I mean, realistically, the racing was close, it was tight, and everything seemed like it. It actually looked like it was a fun race.
Oh, it was a blast. I mean, yeah, we had a little bit of issues going on with connection issues and all that in the race because I think that's what caused that big wreck on lap 95. But other than that, it was a really fun race. There's a lot of give and take, which was kind of nice. So we're not sitting there beating our doors off trying to get past each other, Somebody's faster, a lot of us were letting whoever is faster go by and then try to work in the draft and work our way back up.
I think that's the biggest thing. I love this track. It's Kansas is my favorite track because I just love Kansas. I love going to that track. This is my second favorite track. This and in Michigan because they just run. It's a tire eater. It wears you out. It can be mentally exhausting. And the laps go from, 29.9s to 32 and a half second laps over the course of the long haul. And I tell you what, it becomes a driver's track no matter what you're driving. Love this track. And you guys put on a show. Tyler, congratulations on the P2, man. Give your shout outs.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to old Bell South. And thank you for broadcasting all this and putting on such a great show and making us look better.
That's my goal. I think. You better let's see. You better thank Eric. You better thank Diesel.
Oh yeah, Eric, all the iCrash Weekly boys out there.
They're all.
And the few fans that I got, of course. And I mean, honestly, King had a good run up there, and I thought he got a little bit of tight. I was like, ooh, this might be a shootout at the end. But yeah, I mean, me and King worked out really great at the end. Me and AJ kind of tried to stick together for a long time. And then me and Miz there for a little bit before the green flag stops were running pretty good. So got to give thanks to all of them too.
And Chrome. You better add Chrome.
Oh yes, and Chrome and Mr. Jesse Bennell.
There you go. Everybody's out there. Don't worry, Dennis.
Sorry, Jesse. Sorry, Jesse. No harm, no foul, buddy.
You guys can go talk it out. You can go beat on each other later. There's also Rockingham next week. That'll happen.
Ooh. Yeah, that'll be a trip. We'll see some bent panels for sure.
Oh, we'll see some upside down, insides out. That's what we're going to see. All right, Tyler, we'll see you next week, man.
Yep, have a good one.
That's 42 comes home, P2. And last but not least, we've been waiting to talk to this guy for a minute again. The old king, the Zachary, the guy. Tell you what, man, you're the biggest mover of the race. Well deserved.
Yeah, it feels good. It was a long time coming, I think. A lot of top fives in the past, and I just kind of hung out at the back today, and it worked out for me.
You had a good pace. I was talking to these guys about it, and I will say it all day long. You had the right idea. You had the right pit strategy. I know things kind of cycled around there where, it was 3 drivers in the lead lap. You had to take the free pass. I mean, pit cycles were coming anyway, but I still think you have a top 8 to top 5 car, and then you make it through what seemed like chaos there on the bank straightaway. What was your thought process when that happened?
Well, knowing this track and how tight you get being 3 wide, you just came off a restart. I see them getting a little bunched up, so I just kind of held back to wait for it to kind of get sorted out. Turns out it was a good thing I held back because they just started going everywhere at that point, so I just slowed her down to a coast and drove through it.
He said, "I'm stopping." That's what that was. Hold on, here, we're looking at it right now. Watch. He sees him smoke. He sees smoke. He's like, "Nope, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're fine. Nope.
Yep.
Don't touch me. Don't touch
Sorry
me."
that happened to you guys. Have a nice day.
That was the nicest thing that anybody could say. I'm sorry that happened.
I got to keep it Canadian, right?
That's right. I've only met one Canadian that was not nice, and but I still love you anyway because I love his attitude. But every one of you guys seems to race. It seems like the Canadians are probably the most respectful racers that we get to know as well, and tonight able to capitalize on that as well. What makes running a track like this so viable and just kind of where you need it to be, right?
Well, it's just you got to plan ahead. You can't just see what's going on in the moment. You got to pay attention to everybody else's strategy and it's the tires. You've probably heard it enough tonight, but it's the tires. You got to save those tires.
Oh yeah, no, I know this track. This track is
just
it likes to shred. Like it's like a cheese grater.
Deceiving, very deceiving. You want to run it like Las Vegas, but then change your mind pretty quickly.
Especially about 5 laps of running the high side, you're like, well, I kind of need to change this line because this feels sketch. Yeah,
back and forth is the way to go.
Yeah,
that's what I figured out today. So
worked out. All right, Zach. Congratulations on the P3 finish. Everybody loves your car. Tell people why you chose your car.
I just grew up watching wrestling, WCW, all of it. I remember going there as a kid, and I just always liked that car growing up. Not a Ford guy. Unfortunately, I got to drive a Ford, but it's all right. I'll get over it.
I mean, you finished 3rd tonight. Biggest move of the race.
Exactly.
Get some points there for you, brother. All right, my man. Give you a shout out.
Yep.
P3 finish.
I'd like to thank Brock for putting this on. Of course, you for broadcasting all this and everybody else involved with the league. Got a great group of guys here, and I haven't had a bad time yet. Can't say the same for any other person, but it's been a good time.
I love it. He says, let's see, the new world order, no 40. King of Ford is good as diesel. All right. I'll let you go have at those guys.
Yeah, I can go deal with this. That's all right.
All right, brother. He said, handle my light work. That's what that was. All right, brother. We'll see you next week at Rockingham.
Thanks, man. You betcha.
It's Zach King coming home P3 and a great into the race. I do want to take a look at the points when I know they got some things they're gonna do. We'll take a look at the points next week. It's gonna be Cossie, Bunnell. These two are gonna have a race. The points are close. Wolfenbarger needs every bonus point he can get, and he needs the other two to have a very bad day. That's where it's at. That's what I see. And you know, it's oh man. Best of the rest is locked in. Joshua Brock will have the best of the rest championship by points, by proxy and points. He's got that one locked in. And yeah. Folks, you want to join me tomorrow night or tomorrow? Not tomorrow night. Tomorrow, we are going to be. I'm going to be live streaming, and I'm going to get back behind the wheel. I'm going to get in. I'm going to run some officials. I'm going to get out there and run Charlotte in the trucks, probably for the most part. We're going to test out some of the Premier Racing setups, and I'm going to do that on TikTok. So make sure you go follow me on TikTok, Signature Esports on TikTok, to be able to watch that live. Get out there and have some fun with me and join with me. Run the Coke 600. It's possibly going to happen. I'm not going to say yes. I'm not going to say no. Would possibly going to happen. But yeah. So we're gonna be live on TikTok tomorrow. I've got to do a TikTok stream, and I'm gonna do a long one. So we're gonna have some fun with that. Enjoyable. If you want to join the Signature Esports Xfinity series, it's going to be starting on Thursday, starting next week. I encourage you to get out there and get to our Discord. It's $5 to enter the season. Total. Period. End of story. It's just crazy. Dude, Dennis, you are a legend, man. Hats off to you. And I appreciate you guys very much. I want you guys to know that without you folks, I would have no purpose of doing this. So thank you all for watching and being a part of the community. I will let you know that Wednesday nights for me are going to change coming up real soon. Again, I was trying to make it work so that way I could do the Winston Throwback Series and the Sim 500 series. We're going to see if I can get the to be able to do the Winston Throwback Series, so that way I can do the Sim 500 series. I want you guys to still have a platform on Signature Esports to be able to call races and have some fun. So that is what we're going to be trying to do. So I'll figure it out. We'll talk to Brock. But the Sim 500 is coming to Wednesdays after this season's over. It'll be a part of the Xfinity series on my platform. I'll call those races the Cool Dog Xfinity series, which I think is cool. No pun intended there. Friday, we're going to be back at it again. I believe we've got some Cup Series action for Chop Shop. Saturday, some Truck Series. I do believe we've got a few races coming up this week. But tomorrow I'm going to be behind the sim rig and trying my hand at getting some iRating gained. Get myself back over 2K. Do the best I can. You know what I mean? Learn some things. You guys are awesome. Thank you very much. If you want to, make sure that you subscribe to the channels. Make sure you hit the like buttons. If you want to support us monetarily, you can find links in my Discord for our PayPal and Cash App. You can donate to the stream. You can donate to all the folks. We'll figure out a I need a charity, folks. You guys need to get me a charity. We've already met our goal for Autism Speaks. We've already met our goal for what was the one before? We've met all of our charity goals, so we need another charity. So let you folks give me a charity out there. Put them in the comments after the videos are done, and let me know. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, folks. Be good, be safe, be kind. Remember, that's the most important thing in the world. I will always appreciate every single comment, every single person that gets out there. 22 to none. So we did Mission 22. That was what it was. Mission 22. That was when we did prior to 2 ago. So 22 to none. If that's one, then we can do that as well. Either way, we'll make sure that we get everybody put together, right? So yeah. Be good, be safe, be kind of one another, take care of one another. Make sure you say some prayers for the Spicy family. That's Rich Holland and his wife out there as well. And for the young person that just received Mrs. Spicy's kidney. Man, you're all amazing. Like, follow, subscribe for more content. We'll see you in the next one. Lots of buttons. Much love, Budgie. Make sure you watch the Premier commercial. Go get Premier Racing Setups.